I'm LeBron with the rock. Drip dubs in the pop. All-star, check my spot.
Hello, my name is Shakamania. Now a lot of you have been asking, you should make a best rappers list or a top 10 best rappers list. And you know what? I thought that was a good fucking idea. So I made a list on the best rappers of today's generation. Now before I get into this video, I would just like to say that this video is an opinion-based video, based solely off my opinion and my opinion alone. So don't need to comment any stupid fuckery, or, oh, why didn't so-and-so make it to this list, or you a lame ass nigga for not putting this nigga on the list, or this list is trash. No, bitch! This is my list and my list alone. Also, I would just like to say, rappers like Kendrick Lamar, J.Cole, and Logic, etc., did not make it to this list. I'm not saying they're not the best rappers of today's generation. I'm just saying putting them on this list will be generic as fuck. Without further ado, let's get into this list.
Now, this first one might be a little controversial, because most people won't even consider him to be that great. I've even seen people put him on one of the worst. But to me, Mac Miller is a great rapper. I really enjoy his music and a lot of projects he puts out. Yeah, in the beginning of his career, he might have come off as a little corny, but over time he has gradually developed, and he became something much better than what he previously was. Just listen to projects like Watching Moves with the Sound Off, or Good AM, or Faces, or Divine Feminine, and you'll see what I'm saying. He might not be the most lyrical guy on this list, he might not be the greatest guy on this list, but goddamn, I fuck with Mac Miller heavy. Next up is Joyner Lucas. This guy is so underrated. I don't hear enough people talking about this guy. His music is great. I like the stories that he brings to his songs, like Happy Birthday and Ross Capricorni, or however the fuck you pronounce it. His lyricism is on point, and it shocks me that people aren't bringing this guy up in all hip-hop debates. Like, this guy is that good. Now, a lot of you now are probably watching like, oh, this nigga dick riding so bad, right? Well, quit dick riding, bro. What you dick riding for? Like, no. I genuinely mean this. Like, this guy is very, very talented, and it shocks me he's so underrated. Not enough people are talking about this guy. I highly recommend this guy. I highly recommend Joyner Lucas. Following that up is Mick Jenkins. A lot of casual hip-hop listeners might not know who Mick Jenkins is, and that's mostly due to the Chicago drill rap, Chance the Rapper, Kanye, Lupe, etc., bringing most of the conversations when it comes to Chicago rappers. But without a doubt, Mick Jenkins is one of the best to come out of Chicago. His mixtapes are great, from Mixtape to Waters, and although I haven't heard the Healing Component, I'm hearing very great reviews on it from both casual listeners and hip-hop fans. One of my favorite songs from Mick is Strap, P's and Q's, and Martyrs. And to be honest, Martyrs is probably one of the best rap songs I ever heard in my life. The wordplay on that song is fucking phenomenal. A lot of people would agree with me that Isaiah Rashad is pretty damn underrated. Many would consider him the weak link coming from a group that consists of Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul, and J-Rock, but this guy is pretty damn talented. Underrated if you ask me. And his recent album, The Sun's Tirade, was pretty damn good. And I'm not gonna lie, I was amongst one of those people who didn't listen to Isaiah Rashad when he first came out. He was just always that guy in TDE. But after listening to some tracks on my own and getting convinced by some of my friends, I eventually started listening to Isaiah Rashad, and I gotta say, he's pretty damn good. And I recommend him to most people who like hip-hop and most casual listeners. How can someone not like Lil Dicky? His comedic music is hilarious, and he can spit when needed be. Just watch his freestyles, you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, he gets a lot of shit for being one of the rappers on the XXL Freshman 2016, but that's not really his fault. He was just bunched in with a bunch of bad rappers. And for him to be a comedic rapper, he spits better than most of his freshman peers. The youngest on this list, Bishop Nehru, is another guy you don't hear a lot of people talking about. I'm still trying to convince my friends who are heavy hip-hop fans to listen to this guy. At only 20 years old, this kid is spitting some crazy shit, and he still has time to develop. His one song, Fecal Minds, he made that when he was 17. Imagine how he'll be like when he gets older, when he experiences the world more. He's going to be a fucking problem. And not only that, he's collabing with underground hip-hop legends like MF Doom. They have a whole mixtape together, which I suggest you should go listen to after you watch this video. Now, this one is cheating because unfortunately Steez is no longer with us, but without a doubt, Steez was one of the greatest rappers I ever heard. And if he was still alive, he would go down as one of the greats. And that's no doubt. And I'm not saying that because he died. Steez was just that good. Capital Steez got me into Pro Era. Capital Steez made me fall back in love with hip-hop. Capital Steez was just that good. And I'm sorry, it may seem like I'm overhyping it, but damn it, Capital Steez was just that good. And it's so unfortunate that he lost his life at the age of 19. But there is no doubt in my mind that if Steez was still alive, he would be considered one of the GOATs. Even in his passing, people still consider him that. Listen, man, say what you want, but I fuck with Tyler, the Creator, heavy. He is one of my favorite artists today. He's one of the funniest rappers I ever heard. And the energy he brings if you see him live in concert is fucking amazing. I, for one, think Tyler, the Creator can rap. Most people won't agree, and that's okay. I'm not mad about it. But I, for one, think he can rap. I like Bastard, I like Goblin, I like Wolf, and Cherry Bomb not so much. But I, for one, think Tyler, the Creator can rap. And he is one of my favorite artists today. To keep this short and simple, I like to describe the Underachievers as Ray Sherman, if Ray Sherman could rap. They are the dynamic duo coming straight out of the Beast Coast. Each of the two offer something great. They bring something new to the New York style of hip-hop, which is kind of interesting. They had that type of style which can appeal to both hip-hop fans and casual listeners. So this is why I think this makes them a great group. Remember what I said earlier about appealing to both hip-hop fans and casual listeners? Well, Schoolboy Q is that type of rapper. He can do just so. If you want to turn up, party and shit, then there's Collard Greens, Man of the Year, That Part, etc., etc. If you want to listen to some bars and hear someone spit, then there's Birds and the Bees, Blxks, John Muir, etc., etc. Bottom line is, Schoolboy Q is a diverse rapper who can appeal to both casual listeners and hip-hop fans. He is a great member of TDE and a great rapper in today's generation. Next up is my man's Bronsolino. Man, I fucking love Action Bronson, putting on for all the fat niggas. Now I know some people may be turned off by Action Bronson due to the fact that he sounds just like Ghostface Killer, but I assure you, that means nothing at all. Their styles are completely different, and this is one of the reasons why I like Action Bronson. His style is so unique, it's so fresh. And the fact that he was a chef before a rapper plays so heavily within his raps. He even puts into some of his lyrics, like you can be listening to an Action Bronson song and he'd be like, I put the Lamborghini in the front Bayini and mixed the Lamborghini with, some shit like that. I'm not a good impressionist, but that's how it is. Another one for the fat niggas, man. Silk Money is my nigga. I just really like his music. I think Dick and the Dope is a very creative song. Now imagine Nicki by Logic, but with weed. And you don't want to love that weed, and it's not talking about romance, but you want to fuck that weed. That's what Dick and the Dope is, and it's so creative, and I fucking love it. Now, Silk Money is what I hope most rappers who do the turn up shit and Molly shit would try to sound like in the future. Because he kind of does that as well. But he has lyricism within his turn up music, which makes it all the better. Whenever I'm not listening to my Joey Badasses or my Earl Sweatshirts or my J.Cole's or my Kendrick Lamar's, I go straight to Silk Money. And now for our generation's Eazy-E, A.F.R.O. A.F.R.O. arguably has the best wordplay in the game. I shit you not. And in my opinion, the second best member in TDE. I even argue sometimes that A.F.R.O. is more lyrical than Kendrick Lamar. A.F.R.O. arguably had one of the best albums of 2016. I think Do What Thou Wilt is better than For Your Eyes Only, to be honest with you. But then again, that's just my opinion. I think A.F.R.O. is one of our generation's best rappers, and most hip-hop fans and casual listeners would agree. Yet another win for the fat niggas. Boss is a rapper from Dreamville that I feel a lot of people underlook because they're too busy swallowing J.Cole's cock. And I think Boss is the best out of Ommen and Couz. And I think you should definitely give him a listen when you're done letting J.Cole jizz all over your earlobes. Chance the Rapper has had a great fucking year. And Coloring Book was fucking great. I love Coloring Book. Yeah, it was different from his previous work, but Coloring Book was great. Everyone loved Coloring Book. I loved Coloring Book. My brother loved Coloring Book. Nigga, my fucking mom loved Coloring Book. It was a great album. This was Chance's fucking year, and I'm so fucking happy for him. I've been a fan of Chance since Acid Rap, and I know that's a little late entry of being a fan, seeing he had a project before that, but it's so great to see that he's doing things such as earning Grammy nominations for songs. Joseph motherfucking Bad Man. What can I say about this nigga that hip-hop fans don't already fucking know? Joey Badass is the true definition of a great hip-hop artist. He lives, breathes, and eats that shit. Lyricism, that nigga fucking has it. Punchlines, that nigga fucking has it. Wordplay and metaphors, motherfucker, this motherfucker has it. This motherfucker puts the beast in the Beast Coast, bitch. If Biggie Smalls fucked hip-hop in the pussy, Joey Badass will be that baby. This is not up for debates. This is not up for arguments. Joey Badass is top 5 or top 3 rappers in the game today. I bet you money. I bet you fucking money. You go to any hip-hop fan in today's generation and you ask them who is their favorite rapper of today's generation of hip-hop, they'll say Joey Badass 6 out of 10. I bet you fucking money. And last but not least, Earl Sweatshirt. Earl Sweatshirt is my favorite rapper. And personally, he's in my top 5 and he's in my top 3. Personally, I think he's one of the best rappers today. Earl Sweatshirt has one of the most unique styles in hip-hop today. And many can argue that they hear a little MF Doom influence here and there, but I think otherwise. Earl Sweatshirt has gotten praise from hip-hop legends. Even Kendrick Lamar says that Earl Sweatshirt is one of his favorite artists. Now I know some of you are like, well, that means nothing. But I think that holds a lot of weight. One of the best rappers in today's generation calls you his favorite. Earl Sweatshirt is one of my favorite rappers, mainly due to the fact that he got me through high school. Now I know what you're all thinking. Earl Sweatshirt, man, that nigga depressing as fuck. Don't nobody want to listen to that depressing ass emo cut wrist bullshit. And that's why I think you're wrong. It's all the pain, the darkness, the grit that makes Earl Sweatshirt such a great rapper. His lyricism, his wordplay, his punchlines, the way he uses double entendres is what makes him such a great fucking rapper. I have never listened to an Earl Sweatshirt project and been disappointed. I fucking love Earl, I fucking love Doris, and I fucking love I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. And again, this is all my opinion. You don't have to agree. You could think Earl Sweatshirt is the worst fucking rapper of all time. I don't give a fuck. Shakamania, personally believe that Earl Sweatshirt is one of the best rappers of today in this generation. And when this motherfucker lays down the ground, possibly from suicide, I don't fucking know, let's hope not, but he will go down as one of the greatest rappers of all time, in my opinion. And that's my vid. This is who I consider some of the best rappers in today's generation. If you like this vid, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment your favorite rappers or your top 10 list in the comment section below. And if your favorite rapper didn't appear on this list, don't be afraid to look in the honorable mentions. And just because they're on the honorable mentions doesn't mean they weren't worthy enough to be on this list. I probably didn't have enough input to put them on this list, or I haven't listened to enough projects by them to even give my opinion on them. Shit, or them niggas trash and I might end up in one of my worst rappers lists. Other than that, my name is Shakamania, and I'm about to go beat my meat.